don't know about SOPA, you should definitely educate yourself. The Stop Online Piracy Act could end the internet and citizen radio as we know it.
Now, my friend DC Pearson is so funny. So if you don't know DC, he was in Mystery Team. He's in a comedy troupe with our good friends Dominic Durkis and Donald Glover from Community. And we were tweeting yesterday, he's a bit of an old man when it comes to pirating.
Right.
Because they've had to promote, even Mystery Team, which was in the theaters and had people from Saturday Night Live in it. They had to essentially promote that themselves. So, when people would write on his Facebook wall, like, hey, just torrented your movie. Awesome work, bro. He's like, thanks for stealing from me.
Yeah, they might as well have just posted, sorry you can't eat dinner tonight.
Right. Hey, I'm in your house. I just took your wallet.
Right.
So obviously us and people on our show have different views of pirating. And DC, the reason he wrote that, he goes, usually we bond on long hair issues like Occupy and stuff. But he's like, if you want to see me turn into a grandpa, bring up BitTorrent. And he just becomes grandpa anti-Napster.
Right.
And so, but he posted about how fucked up this bill is. So why did I bring up DC? Because the bill does on the surface seem like it's just, no, we just don't want people to illegally download movies. We want the guy who holds the boom mic in films to get paid and not have his kids starve to death.
And that's the disguise it's wearing.
Yes.
But what it actually is a way to blanket censor the internet.
And put giant corporations in charge of that censorship.
Yeah. So, for example, say you have a site like Tumblr that allows people to post whatever kind of content they want on it. If somebody posts a video or something that they don't have the copyright for or something like that.
A clip from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right. A clip or something like that. Not only is that a violation of this new law, but Tumblr could basically everybody could go to jail.
Citizens could go to jail for 5 years.
Yeah. And very, very heavily fined. And it's not just Tumblr. It would be the internet. It would be any site like Facebook, YouTube.
But not just that. I mean, every blog we read has at one point or another posted like a funny movie clip or TV clip to illustrate a political point.
Yeah, any website.
And they could be shut down.
Yeah, so who's this going to affect? Well, everybody, but first and foremost, it's going to affect the little guys because the only people who can afford to purchase the right for all of these things are rich corporations.
The ones suing you.
Yeah, exactly. So any kind of startup operation or anything like that would be immediately buried. So it's very serious. You should contact your representatives and find out if they're supporting the Stop Online Piracy Act.
Tumblr had this that thing on Tumblr when you called yesterday. Did they have it like on their homepage?
Tumblr and other websites did this really smart thing where if you visit Tumblr, I don't know if it's still happening, but they blacked out all of the content, and at the top it says Stop Internet Censorship, and you click it and it asks, do you want to call your representative? And then Tumblr calls your phone number when you put it in.
And puts you through.
And puts you through to your representative so you can say, please oppose the SOPA Act.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's really cool. So you should all do that because this is super, super serious.
I mean, guys, it's, it starts with that, but then they can start picking and choosing.
Exactly.
Will Fox News go down for copyright infringement or will Citizen Radio? Who do you think?
Right. And let's remember that the reason these popular revolutions are happening in places like Egypt is because in large part they were able to communicate on the internet. And the internet is really powerful in America because it's open and it's a place where anybody can say anything and we can meet and like discuss stuff.
Not just in Egypt, dude. I mean, we spent the first half of this show talking about all the information we gathered and we're putting out on Twitter. I mean, it's us too.
So it's essential the internet's content remains uncensored, remains open, accessible.
I mean, guys, the internet is all we have as people on the left. We don't have cable news. We don't have MSNBC, as much as people want to say. We don't have churches anymore. Unions are being shut down. All we have are fucking podcasts and blogs and Twitter and Facebook and things like this. So you have to work to save it. You have to call Congress.
Totally. And is it enough just to protest online? No. You have to actually do what Occupy Wall Street is doing and physically occupy spaces. But they organized on the internet. So that's why it's so important. We need that tool. That tool is vital. Without the internet, Occupy Wall Street would have never happened.
Yeah, exactly.